Hello, and welcome to the Veterans Ascend weekly podcast. Today is a very special day for me. It is the 40th anniversary of the day I enlisted in the U.S. Navy, a day that changed my life forever for the better. And today we are honored to have Michelle McManamon, co-founder and executive director of Operation New Uniform, and Shareta Jacobs, an accomplished U.S. Army veteran, join us today to tell us about Operation New Uniform. Michelle is a certified trainer for Sandler training and teaches Sandler methodology to our veteran community at no cost to them. Having been with the Sandler Network for over 20 years, Michelle has significant experience helping veterans transition out of the military into life-changing careers. Shareta, as I mentioned, is an Army veteran, served 8 years as a transportation officer. She is a 2019 graduate of the Operation New Uniforms Class 29 and was recruited to join the organization immediately following graduation. So we're looking forward to hearing more about that. We have the privilege today to hear about Operation New Uniform and how they are changing the lives of our veterans and service members. So let's jump right in. Michelle, please tell us about Operation New Uniform and your role, and Shareta's as well.
Thank you, Robyn, for having us on your program, and congratulations on celebrating 40 years. That's wonderful. Well, to tell you a little bit about Operation New Uniform, it was founded about 5 years ago with the idea of scholaring a veteran through the Sandler training program. And for those that don't know what that is, the Sandler training system is a network of about 250 franchisees around the country that all train a methodological, is that even a word? The methodology of sales management, customer care, and leadership training. So with that, we wanted to scholar a veteran through our program to teach them how to sell themselves in an interview. And after one veteran coming through the program, we quickly realized that there is such a high need for our veterans to understand the skill of simply just learning how to sell themselves in a situation other than the military. So with that, we brought in a veteran through the program and offered to help him get a career. And as he was looking for this career, he realized that this system was just life-changing. And the words that you used, life-changing to help him find a career. We've taken it, we've condensed a year-long program and made it into 3.5 weeks. That's comprehensive for our veterans to be able to use and quickly get careers after going through the program. The system has provided over the last 5 years a 96% success rate of our veterans getting careers, not jobs. They're not even allowed to say jobs when they walk in the door. And from there, it's within 3 to 4 months of graduating the program.
That is wonderful, Michelle. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. I think you're right on point with the careers part. We talk about that at Veterans Ascend as well. We want to help veterans get into careers utilizing their skills. So what you're giving them and teaching them how to tell their story is so important because, as you know and you've learned, Shareta can speak to as well, when you're in the military, it's not about you. It's about the country, the mission, the unit that you're in. But when you get out in the civilian community, it's all about you, and you've got to learn how to tell that story. So thank you so much for that perspective.
Thank you. Sure. Well, Shareta,
so can you highlight? Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I was going to say Shareta would really be the one to help from a veteran's perspective of what ONU is, if you wanted to.
I'd love to hear that. Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, Robyn, again, thank you so much for this opportunity to be able to talk to you more about Operation New Uniform and how Operation New Uniform helped me be the person that I am today. As Michelle already talked about, me being a veteran as well as a graduate of Operation New Uniform, ONU helped me to recognize my identity versus my role. See, coming out of the military as a transportation officer of over 8 years, I was accustomed to just managing a team. But when I decided to transition out of the military, I basically felt like I was out here by myself. And I was very fortunate to land in a career opportunity that lasted for 10 years, but unfortunately got caught into a major layoff. And in that layoff, it allowed me to feel like I was lost again, coming out of the military, feeling like I'm lost again. And I began to basically go from job to job to job. And I specifically say job because, as Michelle alluded to, I was looking for a career, not a job. And as I thought about just my years of experience in the military, the different type of degrees that I obtained, I would have thought out of that transition, I would have landed back into a strong career. Well, that didn't happen. And I found myself in a state of depression, if you will. I found myself in a state of, what is going on with me? What did I do wrong? You know, and that particular evening, I decided to reach out to ONU, Operation New Uniform. And in reaching out to Operation New Uniform, it literally saved me. It saved my life. It gave me my identity back. It told me that regardless of the different accolades that I've attained in the business sector, being an officer in the military, that's all well. But however, I'm still Shareta at the end of it, and I can confidently go into any type of company and willingly compete with others. So Operation New Uniform gave me that family orientation back. I'm not out there by myself. There's other veterans out there that found themselves in the same situation that I was in. And Operation New Uniform definitely gave me that courage and that confidence again.
Congratulations. That you are, again, your story, please know you're not alone, and you probably know this in your work now with Operation New Uniform, that a lot of veterans, in fact, a good majority of us feel the same way. You get very lost and you're told you're going to get a job, you're going to get a career, no problem. And you get out and there's, I was told you're a female, you can get a job as an administrative assistant. No one's going to care or understand what you did in the military. And I got out in the military town, so it was very frustrating to be going through that. So your story, it's just wonderful to hear. And thank you to Michelle and Operation New Uniform for giving you that purpose back, and because you are a wonderful person, and we're just so happy to have you in this program. So you've kind of both talked about the highlights or the outcomes for a veteran in completing the program. Shareta, you're the best example of that. Wonderful story there. Is there anything else you want the veterans, the community to know? What would be a good outcome for being part of this program?
Well, I'll start, and then I'm sure Shareta might have one or two things she wants to add in, but finding the fulfilling career is obvious. Building confidence, the one thing that we have seen that is a game changer in every veteran that steps in this door, for all of the confidence that they had in the military, when the first day when they come in, they'll be the first ones to tell you, my confidence level is almost at a zero. I don't know what to do from here. I don't know who to turn to. So building that confidence, when they walk out the door, they feel empowered. They feel, and again, I'll let Shareta speak to it, but it's just overwhelming to see the difference from day one to the day that they talk at their graduation with such confidence. And then really understanding their roles don't identify them, who they are on the inside. And that's one of Sandler's greatest parts of our training that we teach, is that if you can separate your identity from your role, knowing that your self-image, your self-esteem, your self-concept, and your self-worth are always going to be strong, no matter what, regardless of what you go through in your life, whether you're a mom, dad, veteran, friend, whatever, that can't affect your identity. It only does if you allow it. So we teach them how to have control and keep their identity as strong as possible at all times, while they're getting no's for career opportunities, while they're getting yeses for a job, while they go through the whole transition, they get to really take in and understand what it is to have a strong identity. And then lastly is their communication strategies for work and their personal life. Shareta, you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, and I'll just add in too. I mean, basically all the skills that we obtain in the military, no, we don't want to negate those skills. We can actually use those skills to enhance everything that we're being taught in Operation New Uniform to make us more confident when we're at the table, if you will, during the interview process. I like to look at Operation New Uniform like this. Operation New Uniform, Operation New Me. Operation New Uniform gave me a new me. and a new opportunity to go out there and confidently own every skill that I've attained and to be a better me.
That's wonderful. It's just really so inspiring. I'm really happy that you're being able to share this story and what the Operation Uniform is doing. So tell us your best piece of advice for a transitioning service member or veteran. You've talked a lot about knowing what your skills are, being proud of those skills, being confident in those skills, and that's what Operation Uniform can teach them. So tell us additional pieces of advice for a veteran or service member that you could think of.
So when you had this question, I was thinking about it, and the most powerful thing that we teach that I don't think is taught, but is really to understand, to network, and then network some more. That everybody
Yes.
you meet, and I don't care, right? And Robyn, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter who I meet, where I am, if I'm sitting on a plane next to somebody, sparking up a conversation, taking good notes, really listening to what they do. They might not be able to get you a career, but they're going to be an influencer in some way, shape, or form. Find out about their lives, ask them good questions, and then look for a good mentor and someone that can help you network in the community and in the industry you want to be in.
Absolutely. Shareta, anything to add for that?
No, I just basically, everything that Michelle said definitely aligns with just my philosophy. Network. You can never stop networking.
Exactly. Absolutely. Which is also not an easy, thought for a veteran, because again, it's having to kind of connect with people and talk to them. And you ultimately have to talk about yourself a little bit and open yourself up. And that is not easy for veterans to do. So when a veteran is struggling to find their next career, and they haven't had the opportunity to go through Operation New Uniform, what would you recommend to put their best foot forward?
Yeah, I'll start with just stop talking so much and ask some good questions. How can you help fix the problems that business owners and hiring managers are looking to try to fix? Why would they be looking for good employees? And if they're looking for someone with your skills, finding out really what it is that they're looking for and if you can fulfill it. Because we're not a good fit for everybody, but the biggest strategy is really asking the right questions or good questions and listening more, talking less. Shareta?
Absolutely.
And I agree. Basically, with just coming into the program, coming in with an open mind. As I share with a lot of the veterans, think of it like this. Come in with a clean, dry erase board, because there's going to be things that we're going to teach you, things that you may have already heard or know, but yet and still it's an opportunity for you to come in and be able to soak up all this great information and use it to the best of your ability, that enhancement.
Very good. So a question that wasn't on our list, but I'm pretty sure you'll know the answer to very easily. Tell our listeners how they can get involved with Operation New Uniform or how they can become a student.
Sure. They can go directly to our website if they're a veteran and apply right online. That email goes directly to our team. Shareta and her team will review it. What we're looking for is strictly a service member that is honorably discharged and can show it on their DD-214. And we do a phone interview and or face-to-face interview. And if it works out and it's a good fit, that's how they get involved.
That's awesome. Well, Michelle and Shareta, thank you very much for your efforts in assisting the veteran community. It's so important what you're doing and rewarding. If I do say so myself, having not been through the program, but just knowing you and knowing what you're doing, I know it's rewarding. And listeners, for more information on Operation New Uniform, do go to their website at www.onuvet.org. And for more information on Veterans Ascend or to sign up today, please visit our website at www.veteransascend.com. Ladies, thank you again so much. We appreciate your time today. Everyone, have a wonderful day.